doing? Welcome to Cooking Dairy Free and Off with Nancy, and welcome to Friday Night Live. So tonight, as you can see, I am baking one of my favorite desserts. Now, that's my alarm. Now, my aunt used to make it differently, but I found it in the Bisquick book. So this is their version recipe, Bisquick's version of how they make it. Now, let's see here. Hi, Rebecca. How you doing? Hi, everybody who's TV watchers and those who watch the replay. I greatly appreciate and thank y'all for being here. And this apron is from Heather Milk and Heritage Farms. When I got this apron, I wanted this back during the summertime, beginning of summer, maybe May or so, and I could only do this. Couldn't get around me. Now I can actually get it around me and tie it in the back. That is a knot or a bow, but I can tie it. So as of this week, I've lost 45 pounds. So I am super excited. And I know, this is going so good. So I forgot to make brown sugar earlier today. So we're going to do a mock version of it. And I'll show you what I'm doing. Just like in a pinch and you don't have brown sugar, you can make brown sugar. But I didn't make it earlier, so, I didn't do a video. I'll do a video doing it. But growing up, when we had family gatherings, whether it was family reunions or it was Christmas or New Year's mostly, sometimes we did, later on we started doing Thanksgiving. They would make these desserts. Oh my goodness. The strudel and these, I guess those raspberry bars, but they would roll the dough, so it'd be not crisscross, but like, think of tic-tac-toe, but all the way across and everything. And so when I saw this, the way Bisquick did it, I just fell in love with it. Now, on the other channel, I had done this with blueberries. Tonight, I'm just going to use strawberry jam spread. Fruit spread, jam, jelly. What I like about this, you can use any jam and jelly you like. It doesn't have to be raspberry. Like I said, I've done blueberry. Tonight I'm doing a strawberry. Peach, marmalade, whatever. But just the same thing, just using something different as your fruit. And I am making me some coffee. Alrighty. So it calls for 2 cups of original Bisquick mix, 1 cup of quick cooking oats, 3/4 cup of brown sugar, 1/2 cup of butter softened, and 1 cup of raspberry spreadable fruit jam or preserves. So I preheat the oven to 400 degrees. That's getting ready to sound here in a minute. I got some instant coffee finally. So if I just want 1 cup or so, we're good to go. Now, I got my little square pan in here. I'm just going to leave that right there. So in a large bowl, mix your Bisquick, oats, and brown sugar. All right, so let me get my measuring. And there goes the oven. Alrighty. I'll put these to the side for right now because I don't need those. Y'all remember when Bisquick came out? Oh my goodness, that was like long ago. So I have a half a cup measuring cup. So I'm gonna measure. That's a half a cup. That's a cup. Oh yeah, I got plenty. It's a cup and a half. Whoop. Uh-oh. Oh, I forgot to get them done. Hey, Kim, how you doing? So that's 2 cups, and I just need a half. And there's 2.5 cups. I'm glad I put this apron on tonight. I have to get this flour off the floor. Alrighty. Because then I'm going to be tracing flour all over the carpet. Alright. So we got our 2.5 cups of flour, Bisquick. And then it calls for your oats, which is a cup of quick cooking oats. Well, I don't have quick cooking, I have old fashioned. But it will work. Cleaning the house most of the day. So I understand. So that's half a cup. There's a cup. Alright, that's our oats. And then it says brown sugar. So it calls for 3/4 cup of brown sugar. So let me get the 1/4 of the cup. And I'm going to show y'all what to do in a pinch. As tonight you can say I'm just winging it. So I need 3/4 cups of sugar. That's 1/4, a half, and there's 3/4. So 1/4 cups makes 3/4 cups of sugar. Then you're going to get a spoon. And you want some molasses. Because that's all brown sugar is. Sugar and molasses. And I am just going to pour just enough. Probably about that much. And molasses is thick. And just mix it around. And we'll go probably butter in a blender and just keep mixing and mixing. And you got your brown sugar. Probably could have used a bigger bowl. Yeah, all brown sugar is molasses and sugar. And if you want dark brown sugar, you just add more molasses till you get the color that you want. I'm just going to leave it like that. There we go. Just put that in there. All right. Here's your molasses. Put the top back on. There we go. So it then says, cut in butter using a pastry fork or a blender. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to mix this all together. And yes, I am limping today because I was doing things, moving stuff around on the floor. And stuff I shouldn't be doing. But, you know, it had to be done. But that's alright. The more weight I'll lose, the better. So then add your butter. Then you're going to mix that well. Alright. Alrighty. You want to make it like a crumble type thing. I'm trying not to get my hands in it. Whee! It says, and then cut in butter sugar using a pastry blender or a fork until it looks like coarse crumbs. Oh, I've got a fork in here. Okay. Or you can just use your hands, like I said. But then it gets on your hands. Alrighty. And keep this moving. It doesn't use any wet ingredients. It's just the dry and the butter. Alright. Let me do something real quick. I'm going to dry my hands and get into this really nice. Alrighty. There we go. I used to be able to find the gloves that people, like they use in restaurants to put on and mix everything. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Make this up a little bit. There we go. Now we'll keep mixing till it's all nice and mixed and crumbly. Yeah, you can use sorghum. Now, as far as the sugar goes, I have we used to get stevia in the big bag instead of the liquid. Now I've used the stevia instead. Well, that was a good workout for your hand, that's for sure. Just want to make sure it's all nice, all mixed together. Alrighty. So this is what you're looking for. Well, like crumbly type things. So then you're going to take the pan, and I should oil this, but since I got my hands all in it now, let's finish it up. I'll do it this way. And grease your pan. Alrighty. And it says, press half of the crumb mixture in the pan. So you want to take half of your crumb mixture, and you spread it in your pan. Like this. And a little bit more over here. Because you want a nice base so that it doesn't, break apart too bad. Just something nice. Then you take your jam, preserves, whichever one you're using. And you spread it over this. All right. Put this down. Because it calls for 1 cup. I'm just going to use the whole jar. There we go. And spread it around. And make sure we get it all in the corners. And that way you can come back and spread more everywhere else. There we go. All right. Then you take the rest of the mixture and you just you just put it on top. So, just cover it like so. Up in the corners. And you put it in the oven at 400 for 25 to 30 minutes. And it goes. Alrighty. Let me clean this up and wash my hands. Whew. Alrighty. Here we go. As soon as I dry my hands, I'll get the book and show y'all. Alrighty. I have make sure all my fingernails is clean. Alright. Hey, Maria, how you doing? So I am cooking out of the Bisquick book tonight, and this is what I'm making. Woo! It's called raspberry bars, but I use strawberry jam instead. This is what I had, the Smucker's strawberry, all natural. We have regular strawberry in the fridge, but we use that for peanut butter and jelly. And so basically it's just going to be me and Anastasia eating it. I used the jelly on it. Oh my goodness, it is so good. And like I said, what I love about it is you don't have to always use raspberries or strawberry. You can use I've used blueberries before. Blackberries, if you like blackberries. We got the strawberry in there. I'm like, yeah, buddy. Right. So I was talking about earlier this apron that I got. I got this from Heather from Milk and Honey Heritage Farms. And when I first got it, see what I like this, when you pull these, it pulls the apron up high on you. So you can have it as high or as low as you want. So when I got it, I couldn't really even go put around me. Now I can get it around me. This is that I can't tie it in a knot, but I can tie it like that. So I'm just like super excited. 45 pounds lost. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I went back looking, trying to see what doctor. I don't know if it was the hip doctor or it was a heart doctor or something. I found it said 280, but I know it's like 285. Somewhere between that and 299. I was denying it to myself, but then when my regular doctor, because I'm like, I ain't gave that weight back. He looked and he goes, yes, you have. I probably went to him, but they didn't weigh me or something other like that. But I don't know. Anyway, he goes, and it was just a wake-up call. And then another wake-up, thank you. Another wake-up call was when let me put a timer on it so I know when it's done. 11:30, we'll be all right. We'll do 20 minutes. You need a hip replacement, but you need to lose weight first. But you need a hip replacement first, but I can't do anything to lose weight. I'm just like, he didn't make sense. So I haven't been back to them, but that was a year ago. And I am determined. Yes, I've made this recipe many, many times. It's one of my favorites. Hey, Jane Doe. So I'm determined to lose my weight because I don't want that's the same doctor that gave me a cortisone shot that did not work out. And I'm like, I'm determined. I'm like, I'm going to show you. I'm going to lose all of it. And then I ain't going to have no surgery. So that's my goal. One of my goals. I know. Me too. I still got dough in my fingernails. So I went back and I edited today the cream cheese bells. Because like I said, I realized the pictures. And then I would have to take that video down and edit that out and everything, which maybe I don't have to. But anyway, the recipe is in the description for the cream cheese bells and the filling. So I did put that in there. Went back today and put that in there. Then I got to look at that book, and that's the cookie book. I was like, ooh, fall is coming. And well, when we think September anyway, we think of fall weather and the good stick to your ribs food that we eat. So I was like, yeah, they got some nice cookie recipes in there. And then Bisquick, they have some nice recipes in there too. So I'll be doing recipes out of here. They got a deep dish pizza. Let me see if I can find another one. Of course, your pancakes and stuff like that. But see, they didn't even have a banana nut bread in here. Now, these are homemade crescent rolls. My daughter-in-law and I did these. Oh my goodness. So this is like 2017. We made homemade crescent rolls once. It worked out fine. The next time we went to go make them, it didn't. So we said, forget it. But I want to do these again. So I will be doing a video making those. And this don't have pictures, but it says glazed sweet heart rolls, sweet potato caramel twist. These look good. These are fruit swirls, coffee cake, and these are probably one of my favorites. Is the blue, I think it's key lime, and blue lime muffins. These are made with limes and not lemons. But this one, I got the stuff to make this. Berry shortcake muffins. I have those dehydrated strawberries, and I've got blueberries. I also got some cranberries in there I could use. Put that in there. Quick and easy, on the go breakfast. I know. It sure is. These look good. Now I wouldn't put the tomatoes on there. I'll probably, if we had the last yellow tomato, pear tomato. There, all the rest of them are still green. So I'll be making a green salsa with those. These are cheesy bacon burger bites. So I love cookbooks, and I will collect them as long as I can. But right now, these are beef empanadas. So I was like, I've never made these. That's something I want to do. So lots of good ideas coming and everything. And whatever book I get it from, I'll, give them credit for. Then it says sriracha veggie cheese balls and sauce. So you remember the sausage balls we used to make? Oh my goodness. That's how I remember Bisquick coming out, because that would be like, oh my goodness, 50 years ago or so, because it was either that Christmas or the next Christmas when I was 7 that my aunt would make those sausage cheese. You have 2 questions. All right, I have 2 questions. Nancy, do they have the impossible pumpkin pie in there? All right, Rebecca. We'll get to the desserts. This is the gluten-free impossible pumpkin pie, but you still use it with the regular Bisquick. The creamy chocolate pie. The gluten-free impossible easy coconut pie. You've got a butterscotch pecan pie, which they don't have. They got French peach tarts. Let's see here. A peach cobbler. And then, of course, many shortcakes. They've got these fudgy caramel shortcakes. All right. Let's see here. I can get. That's the one I'm doing. And they have gluten-free toffee peanut butter bars. So that's what I was thinking maybe next doing, because I've got that sun butter. All right, I see Rebecca's question. I don't have my mouse with me. Hold on, I'll go get it. Mississippi mud bars. Rocky Road bars. And we got marshmallows. Ooh. Yep. Pumpkin caramel cheesecake bars. Which are those? And I don't see. All right. Probably past it. Let's see here. Because they've got things throughout. There. And then they have a glaze. Yeah, here you go. That's easy pumpkin cheesecake. I know, they all look so good. Ask again, Maria. Lemon pound cake with the glaze. I'm looking now. Let's see here. All right, so, okay, stevia is safe to use. I bought a box at Aldi, and stevia is fine to use. You can use stevia instead of regular sugar. Or if you want to use monk fruit, Splenda, you can use Splenda. What's the other? Oh, like the whole fruit, whole sugar that you can get, that's organic sugar, whatever they call it. I was just using that sugar because it was right there. But yeah, you can use stevia. You probably won't need as much molasses. No, but it depends if you want really light sugar or light brown, or dark brown sugar. All right. Let me get this up. So I made some coffee. So we got the Cafe Bustelo instant coffee, because I do not like Nescafe instant coffee. Sorry, Nescafe. I never have. It always tasted awful. So this one doesn't taste too bad. Let's see how much time we have on this. We still have about 9 minutes. I want to peek, but I don't want to peek. Hey, Misha, how you doing? We are making, well, if you saw the thumbnail, that's what I'm making. Alrighty, let's get here. We're making this tonight. But I'm not using raspberry, I'm using strawberry. So I got this, and we were kind of trying to figure out what's wrong with the coffee pot. Because my daughter-in-law says that her coffee tasted better, than she's had vinegar taste to it because we clean it with vinegar, white vinegar, instead of getting that cleaner. And so it just dawned on us how long we've had this coffee pot. And it doesn't even get to where it's like when it gets to 2 cups, all of a sudden it beeps like it's finished and everything. So I think it's time for a new coffee pot. So we were looking online at it and everything. Does mixing the molasses with stevia make it better? I don't think it does. I didn't notice a difference with it. It really didn't. Now, when you go to make, that's powdered sugar. I would just take a little bit of molasses, mix it with the stevia, and see how it tastes. Because to me, it didn't taste better at all. So that was me. Everybody's taste buds is different. So just try it a little bit, and then, then you can add more to it. If all else, you probably could just add a little bit of vanilla flavoring to make it, to, I guess, even everything out. If you look at brown sugar in the store, you'll know what kind of consistency that you want. About it looks like. It looks like sand. That's the color of sand. It doesn't taste like sand, which is a good thing. But the color of sand, that's the light brown. And the dark brown is just that it has more molasses in it than it does the light brown. So I just like, because how they package and everything, you got light brown, you got dark brown. It's like, you could just add more molasses to the light brown, and it calls for dark brown, and then you got your dark brown. I got this last year off of Temu. Apricot preserve should be good. Hello, gnome cup. Anastasia. Yeah, like I was saying, I've done blueberry, I've done the strawberry, I've done raspberry, but I also done blackberry. Next time I want to try marmalade, because I want to see how that tastes. Apricot preserves will be fine. Like I said, I use whatever I want to on that. That's what they use. They use raspberries. But some people can't have raspberries. When we talk about food allergies and everything, some people can't have a lot of the things that they have here, like those peach ones. Well, some people can't have peach. So put something, you can try a different fruit on there. Oh, thank you, Maria. That's like with the lime. Anastasia she likes lime, but she doesn't like limes. So the blueberry and lime, I would use lemon instead. And yeah, I love blackberries too. It was good. Oh my goodness, it was so good. And let's see here. I'm trying to think. I know I made it with something else. I can't remember what it was. Blackberries, blueberries, raspberries. You got a marmalade, apricot, peach, preserves. So I like they said preserves or jam, anything, and I just think you just do whatever flavor you want. Yeah, because that's what we talk about. We talk about food allergies, and I was talking about that a couple of weeks ago, and they list things, but there's more than just the major ones. There's people who are allergic to chocolate. There's people who are allergic to strawberries, and raspberries and peaches and stuff. So it's like, pick a fruit or a preserve or a jam or something that you like, that you know that you can have, and use that instead. Because I was like, your body, your brain remembers. Like when you go in the store and you look at that and then you go, it's like because you've had it before and your body is like, you're not eating that no more. I don't like it. That's like eggplants. I love eggplants. I like the taste of it. But then afterwards, my body is like, why'd you eat that? So even though I love eggplants, I know that afterwards, I'm not going to be feeling so well because my body is going, we don't like that. You can put Cool Whip on top. I put ice cream on mine. So after it cools and everything, like the next day, if you want hot, if you have a microwave, put it in the microwave, heat it up a little bit, put a scoop of ice cream on top, right? You put Cool Whip on top. I still got that whipping cream in there I got to use up and make stuff with it. This weekend, I just took a break. Lisa, she doesn't know. She'll find out. I took a break. The only thing I'm doing is my lives tonight and tomorrow night. I'm not on Instagram. I'm not on Facebook. I'm like, nope. I'm just like, I've got things to do here in the house to do. We got inspection coming up next month, so I've been moving stuff around. I was on the floor. It's funny to see me on the floor. Yeah, sometimes I do. You just have to do it. Go unplug and not do nothing with the internet or anything. I've been looking at my, Cynthia sent me a lot of cross stitch stuff and everything. So I was going through that and going through the drawers over there and just straightening stuff up and everything. So I was like, because I was saying, what am I going to do Friday night? What am I going to do Friday night? What am I going to do Friday night? And I was like, oh, I know what I'm going to do Friday night. You just don't, mainly YouTube. I've been trying to get TikTok and everything, but I'm just like, I just don't have time. On Instagram, I just kind of just share stuff. I have been posting my food again on my Instagram. I've got the Instagram public again because I'm an affiliate ambassador is what they call it for Mudwater. So I need to have that public. So I'll put those links back onto the page on my home page so y'all can find me there. Facebook, at this point in time, I might as well do the same thing. I'm not worried if somebody wants to find me. More power to them. They've got that much time and energy to sit there and travel 10 hours. Whatever. And so like tonight I almost was a little bit late. I know. Well, I know now. I know how they talk. And I'm not looking. So, that doesn't bother me. I just hit delete and keep on going. This gives me more views. No. I talk about it on YouTube. I'm talking about on Instagram. Like we're dummy or something. So, 10:33 tonight, we had somebody knock on our front door. Nobody knocks. We don't have nobody who comes over. Okay, so, there's the timer. So I went upstairs and I'm like, Anastasia. She was dancing around. She had a TV. I like knock on the door quietly. She goes, I said, shh, somebody's at the front door. So we had to go get her mom up because so they could look on the camera. It was Anastasia's medicine. I'm like, UPS, that 10:30 at nighttime? What in the world was going on? Yeah, no, it's her medicine for her eczema. So but I was just like, this girl maybe years ago, before I was injured and everything, I would have no hesitation because I had something with me and open that door. Nowadays, no, I ain't open the door, especially if I don't know who it is. Now we have that little nice little tracker when it comes to when you buy a package and it's being delivered by Amazon and all that. So that's like, we wait and look for those. Because birthdays and Christmas are coming. Alrighty. So let's see here. Oh my goodness. And it smells so good. Alrighty. Yes, and yes. I know I'm having for dessert for the next few nights. No, I'm going in. It's too hot. Alrighty. So I'm just going to lift up the computer. Laptop, computer, whatever. So y'all can see what it looks like. There you go. Let's see how that good juicy strawberry jam oozing and bubbling. That looks awesome. Oh, I'll do a separate video taste testing because I sure am not taste testing that. That sucker is way too hot. So then, let's see. Bring y'all over here so y'all can see the layers. So there's your bottom layer. Then you put your jam or jelly, whatever one you're using, and then you layer it on the top. So it's half on the bottom, then your middle layer, and then the rest of it half, and you spread it all around and all. So it's like, yes, indeed, pumpkin. Ooh, that'd be a good idea. Do pumpkin. Maybe do a pumpkin one. Excuse me. That's coffee. Pumpkin. And they have the Impossible Pumpkin Pie. Rebecca, email me if you want the recipe. Let me know. And then I can, if anybody wants that recipe, I'll just email me. Whether it's on this channel or if you use the other channel, I'll know what's going on. Yes, it is. And it smells so good. And it's all thinking about different things you could put in it. If you like walnuts or pecans or something other, you can change it up and add that in the middle. You could put chocolate on top. Yeah, that's starting to give me ideas. Well, they do have this s'mores in here. Glazed lemon pound cake. Goodness. Alright. Let's see here. Let me find it. They even make cookies. The peanut butter blossoms And then the other cookies right here, there's a bunch. Then they have chocolate chip. I'm just like, it's peanut butter and chocolate macadamia cookies. Ooh. Yeah, because it calls for creamy peanut butter. Like I said, I've got that sunflower butter in there now. Alrighty. Oh, yeah. Apricot preserves. I would think any kind of preserves, because that's what it said. It was raspberry preserves. And this is a gluten-free cherry chip cobbler, because they use chocolate chips. That's that one. And then I was looking for that s'mores one. Ginger pear shortcakes. That don't have a says that's not what I was looking at. That's not what I saw. Oh, then they had these breads. They got cranberry bread. I know, I'm looking at all these. And a mini quiche. Remember, that's what I was talking about when this book came out. I remember doing the impossible hamburger pie and impossible cheeseburger pie. And then, this looks good. Bourbon apple pie. That's Deluche leche banana rum pie. Now, I'm quite sure you could do it without, if you don't want rum in it. Alright, there's that one. There's the chocolate. It was like these little s'more things. A Rocky Road, that's what it was. Alright, Alright, let's see. That's that. Here we go. Rocky Road bars. And we had everything. I had the chocolate chips. We got the marshmallows in there. There's 100 peanuts. I don't think I have any now. We can use something else. But it says a cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips, tablespoons of butter, a cup of marshmallows, and a fourth of a cup of chopped nuts, if desired. So you don't have to put the nuts on there. No. So, here's a good update. We're talking about being dairy-free and alpha-gal and everything. So I'm going to do a separate video with more detail and everything. But with Anastasia's immunology, I made a bourbon pecan pie there. Oh, yeah. No booze there. You got to just switch they say it cooks all out anyway and just leaves the flavor. Who knows? That it's good anyway. So Anastasia has started during the summer with immunology therapy for her dairy allergy. So it was just like a watered down milk type thing that she used. So when she got to where she was like 8, alright, so these are teaspoons. So when she got to she started off at 0.3 and then worked her way up. She got to 8 and she did all right with that. Go away, fly. They would move her to milk. Yesterday, they started her on Horizon whole organic milk. So she's back down to her 0.3. And the doctor says what's called transient issues is that your body, because it's like your body knows, all right, you've got this, all right, your lips tingle and everything, and your ears itch, and it's just like what I'm doing with mine. But the doctor said that's normal because your body is going, warning signs, this and this and this, and all of a sudden, after a while, it's like, oh, that's what that is? Oh, okay. So when next May, when she gets to the maintenance phase, all right, so then she'll start the maintenance, gets to that maintenance phase. It'll be another year, completely and everything. And, but it's like, she goes, not much longer, not much longer. So she had her dose today. She said it was just that little tingling, like everything, back when she was little. That was a panic thing, which was because her allergy was it's so high on the scale. So now that her body is starting to get used to it and everything, is going, oh, okay, well, this isn't as bad as it is. So the way they explain it, that, when she gets that maintenance phase and she can have 8 ounces of milk, a cup of milk and everything, it's not that her allergy is completely gone. Her body has just now gotten used to it. So that should be, that's the milk should be on the rest of her life with the organic, Horizon organic milk. It's like every day, you at least need a cup of that a day, or be eating regular cheese. They can't wait to have the Velveeta mac and cheese again. Pizza rolls, Tortino's pizza rolls. Anastasia has never had those. So all these things now, and I'm telling you, the regular chocolate chips, Nestle chocolate chips, and all the store brands are still $4 or $5 cheaper than the dairy-free ones. And it's like, it kind of like, if you look at the ingredients, it's like almost really not much difference. So I think that's my opinion. Alrighty, that's my opinion, that they kind of like put the prices a little bit higher. And I understand there's a lot of difference. So, especially if they make stuff out of cashews, because cashews is an expensive nut, legume, whatever they want to call it. To me, it's still a nut. So I understand that, and the soaking and everything else. But people don't realize, you can make a lot of that stuff at home. Yeah, it's not going to look like the store brand stuff. And you have to eat it, I don't want to say faster, because they still have to put preservatives in it to keep it from going bad, which sometimes that's even the regular stuff still goes bad if you don't use it up in time. So I was just like, so Thursday I had my 4th set of shots, and sit there. I've been doing good. Today, though, I was outside messing with the plants, with the tomatoes and everything, and my squash, poor little thing. Has some males. If y'all know about plants, you got females and males, or he ain't doing nothing. So, I was talking to Lisa at Yoga Hollow Farm. She goes, plant another seed and see what happens. Which is what I was thinking about doing anyway. So, but then I'm like, I've got some pumpkin. I plant 2 pumpkin seeds out there. So I'm waiting. I think I see a little bitty thing growing. So that'd be always so cool. Because I was in my gardener. He said it's still time to plant pumpkins and squashes and everything, because it takes like 45 days. So I was like, I can still grow a pumpkin before pumpkin really needs to be, before, I can grow a pumpkin for Thanksgiving and stuff. I think that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, and then my sunflower seed, and my sunflower, he's pretty tall. He's about 3 feet tall. And still out there, still doing really good. So what I'll do, some of the sunflower seeds, we might just try to make our own sunflower butter just to see what it does. I've never done that. So still lots of ideas. I still have videos that are coming out next week and everything and stuff I've done. Little preview here. I made some pickled peppers and tomatoes because I had a lot of peppers, and I still have some in there. A lot of peppers and everything. I'm gonna tell you, this tastes so good. I put it in some egg salad today, so I was like, "Oh, that's really good." So that video is coming out next week. Like I said, and I've got peppers still, and I've got to go get those tomatoes, and I'm gonna make a green salsa for the channel and get that. That's probably gonna be out next week too. Because I'm trying to do things and get it. Just put out the schedule to come out and everything, so that if I could get ahead of myself a little bit on doing that, then I can relax and do some other things, like sewing and crocheting and stuff. Because I do more than just the cooking. Like, this really smells good over here, and this is nice and warm. And one thing about the nice cooler weather coming when you cook, the oven, when it heats up the house, it's nice and warm, and especially go outside and come back in. In the summertime, when you use an oven, it just makes everything hotter. It's Friday night cooking video live. Yes, it is. Friday nights are Friday night will be cooking on this channel. The other, like Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday are lives on Our Treasure Home. And that's what I talk more about. Mondays are like a general thing, what's going on. Wednesdays are healthy things and all. And I'll still talk about healthy goals here and stuff and everything. And then Saturday is Bible on Our Treasure Home. Yep. Every Friday night, unless I'm late, which I wasn't too late. But every Friday night will be live cooking and baking, cooking, doing something different that's geared to if it's dairy free, I'll try to sit there like I did tonight with the sugar. I used the sugar that was there. I have whole sugar that's that's organic sugar. I could have used that instead to make the brown sugar. But like I said, I have done the stevia. And I do have it in the store made with Splenda and stevia and all that. I just like doing it myself. And it's like I said, it's in a pinch and you just drizzle as much as, so I made light brown sugar. If I want dark brown sugar, I could have put more molasses in there. I should have had a bigger bowl because I could have stirred it more and got it all mixed in better with that little bowl. I wasn't thinking. I was just thinking I had the bowl and go, and I was like, that was just too small. And with everything I had over here, I really didn't feel like pulling up the blender. Plus, my son's asleep because he's working tomorrow, so I was like, I just don't like use that blender. So probably next week I'll be making a video of how to make your brown sugar. And to me, I really don't need a blender to make the brown sugar. Just mix it together. But if all right, so if we take, for instance, confectionate sugar, some people call it now a different name. Oh my goodness. To me, it's confectionate sugar, and they used to make icing with and all. I came in the middle of the video when you were making the dessert in the description. Okay, so let me get to it. All right. They say raspberry bars, but like I said, you can use any spreadable fruit, jam, or preserves, is what it says. So it's 2 cups of original Bisquick mix, 1 cup of quick cooking oats, 3/4 cups of packed brown sugar, a half a cup of butter softened, and 1 cup raspberry spreadable fruit, jam, or preserves. So to me, it's any kind of fruit, jam, or preserves that are spreadable that you can use. You heat your oven at 400 degrees and spray a 9-inch square pan with cooking spray. Now, I didn't use a 9x13 because this is an 8x8. That to me doesn't make a 9x13. That's not enough. You would probably have to double it. Then in a large bowl, mix Bisquick mix, oats, and brown sugar. Cut and butter using pastry blender or fork until mixture looks like coarse crumbs. So I was doing it with a spoon, but then I got the fork out and everything, and then finally used my hands to put. Press half of crumb mixture in pan. Spread fruit over crumb mixture in pan to within 1/4 inch of the edges. You see, I just kind of like went rogue with that. I spread it all over. Top with the remaining crumb mixture pressed gently into fruit. Bake 25 to 30 minutes or until light brown. Cool completely about 1 hour. Cut into 6 rows by 4 rows. So, 1, 2, 3. That'd be 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to have like 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll have 9 squares in there. So there you go. So I've done the stevia because we used to get the big Meyer bag. And I mean, you are welcome, Maria. It keeps moving down. I don't need it on anymore, but I'll probably taking it off right yet. So I like just trying different things and everything because, to me, that's the fun thing about food. Just trying something different. Yes, it's a basic recipe. That's what they use. But will it work with something else? So like I said, I always have questions. I have all my life. And I want to know, would it work? Would it not work? Is it going to taste the same? Does it need some vanilla flavoring? Does it need, you probably could use whatever flavoring. I want to say vanilla peppermint. I don't know. Put peppermint extract in that. Maybe a coconut extract. But then there are some people who are allergic to coconut. So to me, work with what your body, what you can use, what that your body likes, what you don't have a reaction to or anything. Let's see, like tonight I'm itching. Not because I've had anything. I did have something, but it's not. I had some Jello cups, but it was not made with Jello, like the gelatin Jello. So, but this could be from, like I said, I had my shots yesterday. And last night, my arms were red. I was sat there up there at the station. I'm like, what is going on? Like, oh yeah, that's my shots. I'll go back to the video. Oh, after this video, I'm going to go put the recipe in the description. So again, wait till tomorrow. It'll be there. It'll be there because I'll put that in there tonight. Or if you want to wait like maybe an hour or so, it'll be there. Because one of the main reasons I don't put the recipe, like especially on the lives and everything, because I might change something up, and then I'll forget to go back in and add that or whatever. So that way, I'll wait till after the live to put the recipe in the description. Because, like I said, I'm always doing something different. Like I said, I was reading that at the very beginning. I was reading every single thing on there. Um, and I completely missed out one part. Where it says, spread fruit over crumb mixture in pan to within a fourth inch of edges. And I didn't do that. And I think I even read it. I just a couple of spread. Like, well, whoops. Oh, well. But see, that's what I do. I like to try things differently. I like to add stuff, and if it doesn't come out, I'll let y'all know if it doesn't come out. If it, my face gives it away anyway. If it doesn't taste right, y'all will know, because you'll get that look like, especially kids. Watch kids. Kids will let you know if something tastes good, and if it doesn't. That's why Anastasia's my taste tester. She always has been. Okay. Yeah, I know, but if I don't do it tonight, I'll forget tomorrow. Because I'll wake up and I'll go, I was supposed to do something. Because I did. I always kept telling people, I'm going to go put that cream cheese bells recipe in the description. And I've been saying it for 2 weeks. Today I sit there, I was doing it. I was like, I need to put that recipe in. I almost talked myself out of doing it. I said, no, it doesn't take you that long to sit there and type it in. So I fixed that, put that in there and all. So, all right, wait a minute. Let me see. You might have time for a taste. It's been cooling down a little bit. I should have been over here. All right. I think all the spoons are in the. You ready? Look at that. Yeah, I won the dishwasher tonight. I'm going to use a spork. We're going to use a spork. How about that? All right, y'all ready? Let me put this back right there. And bring this up closer. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Put some more butter on it. Or maybe butter. Chocolate or something. There we go. That's what it looks like. It's just nice and warm. Oh my goodness, it's crunchy on the edges. And so soft. And that strawberry, so good. It's like melting. This would be good with some ice cream. Or some Cool Whip. If you have some chocolate, then you melt the chocolate. You could drizzle on there. I don't know if we can make a chocolate one. That'd be interesting to find out. But yes, yes indeed. There we go. Playing with my food. Mom, she playing with her food. Oh my goodness. I'll put that down. It is so good. Like I was telling earlier, and my aunts used to make it. All the crumb stuff would be on the bottom because they would make it thick. They would put the jelly, their jam, whatever they use, but they would make dough and use it and put it in strips and make like a tic-tac-toe cross thing, like a lattice type thing, like you do it with on like a pie or something. But the dough would be rolled instead, like. And oh my goodness, I was like, I missed having all that stuff. And when it's nice and crumbly. So when we got that Bisquick book and I saw that in there, I was like, oh, we gotta get this book. Because it's like, that's what I grew up on. And also, that is definitely going to be set aside because I could eat the whole thing. And that'll be good. Still nice and warm. So, well, thank y'all so much for coming. I enjoyed baking and cooking for y'all. I don't know what I'm doing next week, so y'all just keep an eye out for what's coming next and all. So that's definitely delicious. And I could think about peach and apricots or even like a maybe orange marmalade. That will look good. Sounds good in there too. You just never know. So y'all have a wonderful and blessed night. God bless. Stay safe. We love y'all. And we'll see you next time on Cooking Dairy Free and I Forgot with Nancy. See y'all later.